Hi everyone, hope you're having a great day. It's Dratlo44 here. Hope you're all keeping well, safe as always. So today's challenge is going to be an interesting one, but firstly, before I get into the content of the video, I'm just going to let you know that of course at 250 subscribers, I am going to be giving away this Striker Sky Blue Interstellar. As you can sort of see, it looks beautiful on the car. You can sort of design it how you like. You can colour it pretty much in this sort of your taste, which is always nice, and you can of course colour it on each preset, so just depending on what you prefer, or you can kind of keep it and you can sell it. You know, you've got kind of those choices. So pretty much for anyone who hasn't been already subscribed or hasn't already been watching my videos will know very well about this. You do need to subscribe. That is really important. You do need to ideally leave your ID somewhere below just so that I can actually identify it. Turn notifications on, and of course leave likes on the videos. Leave a like on this one as well, because the more likes and everything, then the more I get noticed and the more I grow, and the more I quickly get to 250 and then can sort of work on another giveaway at the next sort of milestone. So yeah, that's pretty much it from that side of things. You can see it looks fantastic though, to be quite honest. Right, well anyway, let's with that said, let's get into the main bulk of the content. Okay, so a little while ago, Virtusa Maple, thank you for this idea, gave me a little suggestion about buying some items and then sort of showing about making profit. So this is what I did. So basically I've been working on it, it's taken a little bit of time. Obviously I needed kind of credits, and I also just needed to kind of work out what I was going to do to pretty much get the profit and the sort of items. And then I had a little bit of a twist and a little bit of an idea with it as well, because I didn't want to just take his idea, although it is actually very good. I kind of wanted to just add a little bit of an extra to it. Didn't quite work out as I would have expected, unfortunately. But hey, that is the way it goes. So basically pretty much the trade here is the Zephyr wheels and the Pyrrhos inverted. I actually got the Pyrrhos wheels for 200, the glitch ones, and the Zephyr wheels for 100, which there is a reason for why I chose the Zephyrs. I've actually got a pair, but I wanted those as well. Thought it was a good trade. I think that is really good, and it'll be one of the items I'm going to be selling. So what the idea is that you can sort of see the trades in the background, is that I'm going to be selling these items. I'm going to be putting them on the Rocket League Garage app, and then I'm going to be showcasing sort of profit I've made and show the journey along the way. Now I won't update it all the time. It may not be an every week thing, because it just depends on whether there's footage to show. If it can be every week and there is an update enough to kind of do that, brilliant. It depends how fast it all works. As you can sort of see though, I then deal with this trader here. I buy literally some exotic wheels. The Clockwork Orange is worth myself, be honest, but the Zombas were to make profit with, and the fidget spinner ones are for a trade up, which is where the twist comes in. So again, I paid 360, not the worst price. I mean, the score with Clockwork Oranges were actually probably worth more, so although I'm keeping them for a design on my car, the other two items will be being used for the purpose of this video. So again, I thought it was a pretty fair trade, and pretty decent. So basically then, sort of moving into the next trade then, pretty much some of these are funny in the way that they work. Some people are so easy to deal with. When you trade with them, they're straight to the point. They're like, let's trade, let's do this, and it's much easier. And unfortunately, not every trader is like that, and it's nice when you do come across a trader that does what they say. They don't bullshit you, they give you exactly what you want and don't try to change the price. And this is something that I encounter a lot. Now this one was an honest seller. They actually did exactly what was agreed, and I was quite pleased with this deal actually, because I got a big splash for 350 with a paragon cert. Now I'm not being funny, but I think that, you know, Big Splash has taken a bit of a dive from its recent sort of like prices. However, 350 with a mid-range to decent cert, I do feel that this is a good item to sell and make potential profit on. I was very surprised to come across this one. I literally was probably very fortunate. I do check the most recent postings sometimes on the Garage app, and that one just happened to be one that had been posted a couple of minutes before and no one had spotted it. So I just thought, you know what, that is a good one to kind of get hold of and to pretty much make a little bit of extra profit on. Why not? So that was kind of nice in that regard. Obviously then you move on to the sort of like the next trade, which is really good. And of course this guy, again, no sort of messing around, pretty much just kind of, yeah, he didn't sort of like start upping the price or changing it or anything like that, which was really good. Because I tell you what, honestly, you do encounter a lot of people who try to sort of sneak extra value on, and this is kind of like standing your ground is so important. So this guy had basically agreed 300 for a party time with Striker. I bought it. I thought, you know what, this again is quite a good opportunity to potentially make some profit on now. Maybe it's not as good as the big splash, but you know, a Striker party time is still a decent, you know, gold explosion. It's quite cheap. Cheap is easy to sell, and I should be able to make at least maybe, you know, a few extra credits on that. I would probably say about maybe 50 to 100, but any profit is profit at this point. And this is just a point is that I'm going to be trying to showcase the bigger profits, but then also I will be showcasing the smaller ones, because there will be some that are much less. And this is a bit of a trading journey. I've not kind of like recorded it in the same way before and sort of showcased it purely for purpose of the video. However, I thought that this was a really great idea, so thank you, Maple, again. Fantastic idea, and like I say, a really good concept, and something that I think will help hopefully with you guys and trading, because I know trading is just such a minefield. It took me a fair while to kind of get used to it. Anyway, that aside, let's get into this guy. So this guy is one of the ones that I mentioned. So we had agreed a price of 100 for some hypnotic wheels. He'd said on the app, okay, I'll do it for 100. He then ups the price to say 150. And I'm like, no, you agreed 100. And I stood my ground. I said, no, I am not doing it. I'm not paying an extra 50. He's like, but it's only 50. But the argument is, well, if it's only 50, you'd have accepted the 100 that you agreed. So you obviously wanted the extra 50, and you were clearly a time-wasting git. Unfortunately, you're not going to get away with all the time wasters, because sometimes you're just going to get ones in that are going to be, you know, unpleasant, or they're going to be difficult, they're going to waste your time, and they're going to, you know, pretty much kind of, you know, not back down. And this guy didn't back down, so there's no lie here. I didn't get this trade. He wasted my time. He was just one of those, and you've got to be careful of it. I would suggest, and I have done it on previous videos, is always confirm the price with the trader. Check, of course, their post when they join the chat, you know, or beforehand. Make sure you know what price it is that they had on their post, because another sneaky thing that they've done, and I've shown on videos as well, is that they changed the price. So they agreed 1200 with you, you know, you're like, yeah, and then they changed it to 1300, which I had with a Sparkles boost a while back. They did it with this one, and he changed it to 150 to pretty much make me pay an extra 50 credits, and I refused. I said, absolutely no chance. I said, you've promised like to 100. If you're not going to do it, then, you know, kind of thing. And he sort of like pretty much was one of those. It was a bit of a time-wasting time. Unfortunately, when you do trading, you're going to come across it. It is unlucky, you know, and I would say that all you got to do is just try and minimize it as best as you can. You're going to still come across them, but identify if they're time-wasting, and if you're not going to get anywhere, leave. Just exit. And I've had a few like that. One I didn't record actually for another item, and he did exactly the same thing, and I just said, right, okay, see ya, bye. Kicked him. You know, no point in wasting the time with that guy. Now, the next trade, of course, is a lot easier. This one did what he said, so he didn't mess me about. He didn't sort of change the price, try and time waste me or anything like that, which was very pleasant. And I got some lime fidget spinner wheels. Now, I'm not being funny, they're not exciting in regards to the wheels, but you'll see why I bought them. And this is kind of what I was doing as a little twist on, you know, kind of the video. Now, obviously, you know, with black markets, I think with any of these things, these are really good ones to go for. If you are looking for a black market trade up, search on the app, narrow it down on exotics. Hypnotics or fidget spinners seem to be the two best. You know, obviously golden lantern 21s are good for your trade ups, because you're more likely to get like a drilling dragons. This guy did 100 for hypnotic wheels, which again, they weren't created, but still want to trade them. Brilliant. And it's a really good way of getting a trade up for black market. You can narrow down the search, and you can like put 100, you can put all the things in, and then that is it. So of course, I then went into my menu. I had all the things I needed, and I went then for a trade up. So of course, unfortunately, you know, one of the things I will say is sadly I traded up some purple Gurnots that Clint kindly gave me a while back. I'm so sorry, Clint, and I will be replacing them, I promise. It was just the acrobatics, I just don't use that, and it just didn't appeal. So I'm going to get rid of these ones, but I will be getting some new ones to replace them very soon, I can assure you. So don't worry, it went for a good cause as well, which was the idea. So I traded up, I was all excited. I was like, right, what am I going to get? What exciting thing could I get black market wise to sell? And then I got punched in the face because I got a Toon. Possibly the worst black market that I could have got. I don't think there was worse, actually. I think that, it's cheap, it'll sell, but considering the value I'd pumped in, I did lose about 200 credits, so I'm going to include that in my total, and of course I need to make that back. However, the last part of this video will be showcasing a little bit more. So I went and I looked on the app. I thought, right, do you know what? I need something else, a better black market to kind of sell. And actually, I came across this guy. Now, he was selling a Stormwatch Striker for 350, which I think is a very good price. Stormwatch took a little bit of a jump in price because some pro actually used it on his decal, or decal on his car, should I say, not used it on his decal. And basically then people kind of like suddenly started liking it, because let's face it, I think a lot of people are influenced by pros. Now, this guy then tried to say that he'd had another offer, and that he then basically he could do it for 400. A very sneaky thing that a lot of people do is that conveniently as they're trading, suddenly they get another offer. Well, he hadn't had another offer, and I knew that because actually this guy hadn't advertised that he had Striker. So everyone just thought it was a normal Stormwatch, and 350, it's not a bad price still, but however, not as desirable perhaps. So basically what I do is I check on the information tab, scrolling down. You can of course put cert only, but you can put any and then scroll down. Sometimes you'll find that people just don't notice, and these opportunities come along. In the end, he did agree it, and he sold it to me. So happy days. This is going to go as my other black market along with Toon. I'll include that in there, no problems at all, but I kind of wanted something a little bit better, so to speak, to kind of sell as well. And it was really cool. Just really nice, just a kind of like a decent thing, and this is what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to be showcasing like what profits I make, if I make any losses, I make losses. I will show all of it, because I want you guys to understand that of course there are ways of making profit, what you can make profit in. I'm going to try and do a sort of like a market update when I can. That was sort of like me and Little Gleeg sort of talked, and I'd already sort of kind of considered the idea, but he did say that it would help, so thank you again for that, because again, these ideas are helpful. It's going to take me a little bit of time, I think, to kind of get that piece together, so don't expect it straight away, but I'm going to work on it and try and get that at some point soon. But that is the majority of the video, so let me know what you think. Are you excited? I'm going to be advertising them on the Rocket League Garage literally after this video is made, and then I'm going to be sort of showcasing it. Any trades I do, I'm going to be recording and sort of showing pretty much all of those things and going from there. And that is pretty much it. So thank you very much for watching the video. If you could leave a like, it would really help, and of course subscribe if you're not subscribed. Help me towards the 250, so of course we can get that Sky Blue Interstellar out with Striker on it to one of you lucky winners. But otherwise, I shall see you in tomorrow's video. But until then, you have a great rest of the day, evening or night, whatever you're doing. Take care and all the best. Bye bye.